Hi, I'm Fawn Volkert, adult victim of child molestation. Today, I come to you as myself, and I come to you raw. In fact, I just got done mopping my floors, and I'm a mess. But typically, if you've watched any of our videos, you'll see that I come to you as founder and executive director of a nonprofit organization called Papillon Libre. And today, I'm not coming to you as that person. I'm coming to you as a fellow victim. I just had a tugging on my heart today that said that this is what I needed to do, and it's not necessarily easy for me. In fact, a couple practice runs on what I might say were very emotional for me. But I think that's the point, because I'm able to use Papillon Libre as sort of a crutch. I'm able to use it so that I can address some of my healing publicly without getting too personally attached to the story or drumming up emotions. And I've come to fool myself in life into thinking that where emotion exists is in weakness. And I've learned over the past few months that that's not the case. The other reason I thought that I needed to do this video is because it's on a topic that is very personal for me. As the founder of Papillon Libre, I do have to come off with a sense of professionalism and knowledge, and I have to be able to speak on behalf of all adult victims. And in this case, I'm not so sure if this is something that we share or if it's just an issue with me. So I'm going to share my issue with me, with all of you, and I hope that you can chime in and provide some sort of feedback for other viewers. I was at a church service this last Saturday, and a fellow member of the church and another adult victim of child molestation asked me how I was doing, and before I could say, okay, she responded with, "You're always okay." And she's right. I am always okay in that I wake up every morning to counting my blessings. But she's wrong in that. This presentation of being okay, and this presentation as the founder of Papillon Libre, the place of okay develops out of a bunch of broken pieces and a lot of hard work and a lot of reminding myself that I truly am okay. So by the time I get to those questions, I'm ready to answer okay, but what she doesn't see behind the scenes, and maybe what a lot of the members of our group don't see behind the scenes, is that I really am one of you. And I surround myself by other adult victims and other professionals so that I don't ever just come across as Fawn and Fawn's beliefs and Fawn's theories and Fawn's experiences, and Papillon Libre is supposed to speak for all of you. And I'm afraid that maybe that keeps some people away, that they think they're coming into some sterile, clinical environment. But the truth is that when you join Papillon Libre, you really will be met with humans. Just humans. I liken myself to a stained glass window. And I know that would be very crazy to consider, because stained glass windows are majestic and gorgeous. And whenever I look at them, I'm just filled with joy. But that's in their collective form. And if you look at each individual piece that makes up that stained glass window, there's nothing all that beautiful about each piece. And in fact, they could appear quite dangerous. They're broken pieces of glass. They're jagged, sharp edges. But somehow collectively they make this completely functional and beautiful display. And I think that's the case with me, and I'm not sure if that's the case with everyone else, but there are so many broken pieces inside of me. If you focus on any one of them individually, I'm not okay. But when you pull them all together and it forms who I've become, then I think I've become somebody that could inspire other people. And I work to do that. And I work against hesitating from doing that, feeling not worthy or capable of that. So the lesson I wanted to talk about today is nurturing your disengaged self. And the reason why I've considered this a hot topic is because I become very disengaged. And every time I shoot a video for Papillon Libre, it's generally the result of spending a couple weeks completely disengaged. And every time I work through those moments, I come out stronger. Every time I nurture that broken side of me and examine more closely those individual pieces, I just come out far more majestic than I was before. And so I did want to encourage the rest of you to do the same, assuming that you sort of suffer some of those same behaviors as I do. And what I mean by disengaged is something that you might not even notice about yourself. But for me, personally, I become a little cranky, really cranky. and I might take things out on my loved ones more, and I might start looking at their shortcomings a little more closely, and I might start saying things like, I just hate my life, or I can't seem to make things right, or nobody appreciates me, and expecting more from other people as far as providing me with happiness. And we talked about Got Peace a couple weeks ago, and it's just very much the result of my having felt this way. And then after a couple weeks, I'm met with absolute humility and guilt for putting my family through these phases of craziness. And I'm forced to ask the hard questions about who I am and who I'm going to be. And am I going to spend the rest of my life in reaction to the things I had no control over? Or am I going to start facing forward and developing the things I do have control over? And I guess so my question for all of you today would be to share with me and the rest of the group about your genuine shortcomings, your sharp pieces, the parts of you that make up who you are but still require nurturing. If any of you suffer moments of disengagement, where you withdraw yourselves from others and you stop wanting people to come visit and you stop taking phone calls because you're just not in the mood. If you suffer from that and you think it might have something to do with a traumatic childhood, then I would ask that you share that here as well. And finally, I just want to thank all of you for letting me suffer through coming to you as Fawn. And again, I really hope that this allows you to open up your hearts to Papillon Libre. We really are just human, and we really are just working through our own pain, and we're at our own stages of the healing process, and we're here for you no matter what, no matter where in the healing process you are. So I just want to thank you again, and have a great day.